Hello, Puli. Welcome in. Thank you for redeeming first. It's your first time being first. Thank you again for the happy flap. That's 19. And for your coffee, today Puli Pops has decaf. Ew. Ew. Decaf. Apple, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm gonna switch over to our newest screen, which I haven't added to my stream deck yet. And we're gonna chat for a little bit. But yes, welcome in Puli, welcome in Apple. I hope you are both having a wonderful weekend. Have we been up to anything? Let me know. Katrina, welcome on in. Coming in with your 3 stream streak. Let's go. We have money to be making today in Stardew Valley. That is for sure. Just relaxing today, Puli. That sounds good. Any gaming going on today for anyone? Personally, I've been doing some chores. I had to drive around this morning and then I was doing a bit of gardening because I do love gardening. That is for sure. Horizon Forbidden West. How is that going for you, Puli? Are you enjoying it? But yeah, I have a just chatting screen now, which I think is cute. We also have a follower gold star because we are very close to our 200 subs. Not subs, 200 followers. Which will involve a 10-hour stream, which I am both nervous for and excited for. You've only played 2 hours. That doesn't matter. I'm sure it's going great. Okay. Oh, you're using the pew pew? We're being pew pewed over here. Right. Let me just check something quickly. This is my first time using this screen, so if anything looks weird, please let me know. I just wanted to move my little VTuber over a little bit. There we go. Think that's cute, right? Do we look good? I do have to make some more adjustments, but that will be in good time. I have seen a lot of pigeons today, Puli. I'm just drinking my coffee. I hope you enjoy your decaf in today's stream, Puli. Ew. Decaf? Who drinks decaf? But we are going to be going into game in just a moment. We have some things that we need to be doing. That is for sure. That is for sure. But I have a confession to make. I'm currently through my 5th Stardew addiction. No, that's so good. You're about to end year 1. Oh my god, I ended year 1 in my last stream, which you were here for, so that's so exciting. I hope you are having an amazing time. What kind of Stardew run are you doing, Katrina? Are you doing any of the challenges or just normal community bundle kind of vibe? But yeah, what was I saying? Okay, and we have a hydrate. We have a hydrate. Thank you so much for not letting me become a shriveled up gremlin, Katrina. It's very much appreciated. I get that, Katrina. Oh, right, yes. Puli, I have a confession, everyone. I did play 2 days off stream, but I didn't do anything major. I just chopped all the trees down. Because I feel like it was so boring for everyone just to watch me chopping trees. But today is the egg festival. Yeah, without you. I'm so sorry. I just didn't want to bore everyone, you know? I thought it was so boring. So, yeah. And we have a coffee plant. That's what I did. But we have the egg festival today, which is exciting. We both know I lost last year, which I'm not happy about, but you know, yeah, we can't lose this year. It's our one goal not to lose. I also planted a load more garlic, and I think I'm gonna have to plant even more. Okay. Yes, we did. We watered the dog. Boo has been watered. But yeah, as you can see, I've done a little bit of just organizing, you could say. But I need money and grass. My animals keep eating everything. So, and I've run out of fiber, which is not great. We are in a bit of a pickle, everyone. Do you have milk? You do have milk, great. But I am so excited to be playing again. I have only wanted to play as Stardew. A new baby chick has hatched! Oh my god, what are we gonna call him, everyone? Let's think of a name for our new little baby chick. Is there Chifamo? Yes. Frederick. That is a fabulous name. Frederick. Okay. We now have a new baby chick. Oh, look how teeny tiny he is. Do you mean, is there more for me to farm? Fiber-wise, no. Not currently. Not until the new season starts. I want to make some more mayonnaise. Which kind of sucks, because I do need the fiber. But we're getting some good quality milk. Iridium grade, which is nice. We need that. Okay. As you can see though, we've organized this area a bit and it's treeless for the most part. We still have a few trees. But we can start actually laying everything out now, which I'm excited for. And obviously the greenhouse, which is looking fabulous. Ooh, more coffee beans, let's go. We can start making coffee now ourselves, which is great. And the egg festival has started. I've got my coffee. I'm gonna chug it and run around like a crazy person. They're not gonna see it coming. I did clean it out, Puli. I did it off stream because I didn't want to bore everyone. Skull Cavern today? I'm not sure. Am I going to cheat? What do you mean, am I going to cheat? I don't cheat. I'm gonna buy a load of seeds. And that's about it. I do want to buy the bunny, but I don't think it's needed. Drinking a coffee before it starts is not cheating. Some of the eggs were laid just this morning. See, they're still warm. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Look at us. We're fabulous in here. Yeah, we're gonna start the egg hunt, everyone. We are going straight in. Oh god, I didn't drink my coffee. Okay, okay, I'm ready. Are we ready? Are we ready? Out my way, people. I am running. I am zooming. I am flaunting my skill to everyone. I should have drunk my coffee first. I knew it. That's not an egg. That's a flower. That wasted very good timing. Oh god. I forget everything. Fully, you should know me by now. There's an egg over here. Is that an egg? Oh, I don't know if we did it. I got 8. I don't think it's enough. Oh no, I'm so sad. Look at all these eggs. Okay. I am so mad. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. We are restarting, okay? No. We're restarting. This is not happening. I am not having this. No. We are restarting. Because I want to win. Every time. I lose every time. I don't know how. I am not. I do not take it. We're not taking it. We'll do our chores and then we are going to win that egg hunt. Also, I found out that your animals can be eaten by foxes. I did not know that. So now I'm kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie. Where'd my duck go? There. Of course we have to name him Frederick. So I need to keep my eye out for some fox trying to eat my chickens. Because I don't want any of them to die. I obviously love them. Okay, we've got that. We're just zooming. We are zooming, everyone. I need to hoe more of the land in here. We did harvest some of the star fruit as well. It was ready, so I just sold it and I put some in the kegs. I probably shouldn't have sold it. But it's okay. Unmilled rice. I need to mill rice. Where did I put my tools also? I need my hoe. Because I want to hoe the land. Oh god. Because I want to plant strawberries out here. And more garlic when I can buy it. Now, I am not the best Stardew player. I've never claimed to be. But, I need to work on what I'm doing a bit more. I feel like I'm all over the place. Oh god. I have, I think, 6 strawberries in the greenhouse, which should be enough. But I need to use up more of my farm space because I am in desperate need of money. Okay. And the train is passing through. Oh my goodness. Okay. We are drinking another coffee and we're running. Oh, someone remind me to water the dog when I get back. I cannot forget to water beautiful little doggy. Okay, we're gonna buy 20 strawberry seeds. We're gonna say hello to Shane. And we're gonna start this egg festival, okay? Yeah, we're starting. We're going. We're zooming. Okay, we're going. We got this, everyone. Calm down now, kiddos. I am not calming down, Mary Lewis. I am ready. I'm ready to zoom. Yes, we're ready. Let's go. Out my way, out my way, out my way. I will go and I will restart as many times as I have to. Are there any eggs up yet? Go away, Abigail. Although I don't know how she's always winning all the time because I just got all the eggs in that area, so... No! She won again. I know it. She won. Hello, Millie. Welcome in. Yes. Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. She won again. Oh my goodness. No. It's gonna be Abigail again. I know. I am so mad. I am furious. Oh my god, guys. I'm gonna have to restart again. I'm getting so frustrated. Why can I not win this egg festival? You know what? No. No, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. I am just gonna plant my seeds and we'll try again next year. We'll say Abigail's cheating. That's it. Abigail is cheating. Yes, water the dog. Thank you, Poolie. We have more important things to do. We have a dog to water. Crops to grow. What does she do? Nothing. I'm just hopping around. Okay, we've planted our strawberries. I kind of need to put everything back in its actual place, but, you know. But welcome in, Millie. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing today? I was about to rage start the egg race again, but I decided not to. I decided to be the bigger person in the situation. I'm glad you're doing good. I am okay. Apart from slightly being rage baited, I am okay. It's 12, okay. Also I planted loads of trees, everyone, and I sorted our bees out a little bit. But we are almost out of iron ores and stuff to melt, which is sad, because it means we gotta go mining. And I don't want to mine, but I have to mine. But yeah, I'm doing good, Millie. Are you a Stardew player? Or did you click because of the name? Which I completely understand. Okay, we made some money. That's good. That's okay. We need to get money for the star drop from Krobus, which is 25 or 20,000, I think. The Queen of Swords. Oh my god. Yes. Ooh, hash browns. I need my watering can for that. Dear Khaleesi, tomorrow begins a 3-day festival in Calico Desert. With the bus back in order, we'll all be delighted to be able to continue this time on a beloved tradition. There will be games, free food, prizes, and much more. Oh my god. Well then that means we are going to the desert. Also, 2 townspeople are selected each day to run a little shop, so make sure you swing by and check out what they have to offer. Well, I guess we're going to the desert today after we've completed all our chores. We have to water Boo. That is most important. And we have to water our planet inside. It's almost 10:30 p.m. for me, so just chilling watching Stardew streaming because I find it so relaxing. And it's your favorite thing to unwind from the I understand that completely. I love watching people do their perfection runs or their modded runs on Stardew. I find it so relaxing. I just like fall asleep. Which is good and bad, I suppose. Because I try and watch the videos to get tips, but I can't get tips from these people if I'm falling asleep. But I'm glad you're just vibing and relaxing. You're new to the game. This is my first full playthrough, so you could say I'm kind of new to the game also. I want to keep gold rated ones. Okay. I am by no means a veteran, but I am loving this game so much. You started your cozy games, and how are you feeling? How are you vibing with the cozy games? Oh, I keep forgetting to water my flowers. Goddamn. Let us smelt some more gold. We're gonna have to take some foods into the skull cavern with us, because I know that's part of the challenge. What other games, like cozy games, do you play? Our starfruit is done. Yes. We are 100% gonna have to go buy some more. And I think our coffee as well is done, which is beautiful. I love a good cozy game. We have some honey. I'm not sure if I need honey for anything, so I'm just gonna keep it just in case. But we're gonna get our sword, our pickaxe, our mayonnaise. Check on the animals. You have Stardew, Coral Island, Field of Mysteria, and Starsand Island. You're liking every game so far. I'm not sure. I've never heard of Starsand. I've heard of Coral Island. I've played that. I love it. I've never completed it, so maybe it's a game I can play on stream eventually. Fields of Mysteria. I've seen it, but it looks so much like Stardew. I've never like fully thought about giving it a go. Oh, our baby chick. Don't eat the mayonnaise. Pet the cow. But I'm so glad to hear that you're liking them. I love cozy games. If you're looking for a cozy, more co-op game as well, I highly recommend Palia. It is a very, very cozy game. I'll probably be streaming it next week because there's a new update and we finally, after 2 years, have mounts, which I'm so excited for. We have needed mounts in that game for so long. I just want to pet the cow. Or have I already pet him? Probably. Or if I pet everyone? What about my duck? He gets cranky when he's not pet. I'm so excited to have another duck. Our egg pyre, oh my god, our egg empire can finally start. Can't believe we still have to pay to go to the desert as well. It is so sad. Wait, did I just waste my money? Didn't they say there was a 3-day event happening? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Let me check. Oh, it's on the 15th. God damn it. Everyone, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Oh, guess we can buy some more star. More star fruit. Costs so much money. But it's fine. I'm glad to explore this side of me in this huge community of cozy gaming. It just lifts up my me time before gaming. I used to do some basic crochet projects, and sometimes I get bored while doing same stuff again and again. I completely agree with you. I sometimes get bored of being repetitive. Oh my god, look, we're poor again. And I came all this way for nothing. I've heard of Palia, it's a free game. Yeah, it's a free-to-play game. Obviously it has cosmetics and stuff that you can buy in the game, but the game and all its expansions are free. Which I appreciate a lot. I'm gonna sell some of those star fruit. Because we should have another batch by the time those all finish in the kegs, I hope. But yeah, it's a really cozy game. You can play it on like Switch and stuff as well. I prefer playing it on PC. But it is available on other platforms. I'm gonna have to hoe the ground a bit more. I want to go see the lady with the hippo. Because I know she's over here. You don't have Switch? Well, it's on PC. And I believe it's on console now. I believe. Okay, holly, bream, speedgrow, purple mushroom, pumpkin soup. There's nothing. Nothing again. Yeah, you play on Steam? Yeah, it is on Steam, so if it's a game that you are interested by, you could possibly give that a go also. It's very cozy. I love the community aspect of it as well. No, I keep getting on the horse. I don't need to get on the horse. We can put our cheese in here for now, and we can make some duck egg mayonnaise, I guess. Why not? Welcome in, Orb. How are you? We are star doing of the valley today. Having a great time. Where's my watering can? Huli, do you know where I put my watering can? Why am I losing it? Oh, there it is. We need to water the flowers. I keep forgetting. But yeah, I think Stardew has become my favorite cozy game. I bought it when it first came out, but I never like fully played it through. I played up until like summer of year 1 and gave up. But I really want to give it a good shot. So this is me on stream trying to complete the game. I'm gonna need more sprinklers. But I love how the game still gets updates. It's so good. It is the OG. It's so good. And I feel like everyone is trying to make something as good. And then like, obviously you can make games as good as Stardew, but it's not Stardew, you know? But I know he's coming out with his new game, which, the Haunted Chocolatier, so I do want to complete and perfect Stardew and like do multiple runs before that comes out. I have Discountry. I literally have it. I've installed it, but I haven't played it yet. I really want to. It's probably a game I'll again play on stream. But I do. It sounds so good. Iron, gold, and refined quartz. I think I have all that. Although we're running low. Iron, gold, not iridium, refined quartz. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I have heard so many people rave about that game. And I'm like, I know I'll like it. I'm just scared that if I start it, I'm gonna become obsessed. And I can't afford to become obsessed right now. I have to finish Stardew. Oh, no, woman. No, we want to go this way. I still need to find an ancient seed as well. I am missing my words today. Holy. But I am always looking for new games to play. Especially ones that give me the Stardew vibe. Because I try and play Stardew only for stream because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. I just want to play it all the time. But of course, I can't play it all the time. I think I might go to the mines. We have time, so we do need ores as well. And we also need money. Oh god, we need money so bad. We're gonna go down to 75. And we're gonna get some iron, because that's what we need. We also need to fight monsters for the monster guild thing, so it won't hurt. I hope I'm on the right floor. Oh my god, I also want to play that game. I've seen someone playing on Twitch and they were saying so many good things about it. And the gameplay was so much different than other games. Oh god, I've seen too. But I know I'll become addicted if I start. I'm the sort of person that, like, if I don't stick to it, like 1 or 2 games, I'm never gonna, like, finish what I'm playing because I get so overwhelmed. So I try and stick to 1 or 2 games at most. maybe 3 because I have paleo on the go too. But I don't like go on to paleo every day. I guess you could say I have 4 because I am also playing Pokopia, but I play like Pokopia an hour before bed. It's like my rewind, relax, and turn off kind of game. Oh my god, all that iron. Yes, please. We are desperate for iron. So I'm gonna mine it all. Like, I was watching someone and he was doing like the quickest Stardew speedrun. And my brain, I just couldn't comprehend it. I was so overwhelmed. I was like, dude, how are you doing it? And I kind of want my brother to speedrun Stardew because I want to see if he can do it. I think he can. He has a brain that works like that. Same goes for me. I have done so many games and now I get overwhelmed. Yeah. I agree. I like to give each game a good amount of time before making a decision. Because sometimes it can take like an hour or 2 to fully get into the game. Because obviously you have to go through like the beginning. Which is usually for me the most boring part. But yeah, I can't have too many games on the go, otherwise my brain goes. All the fiber in the world. We've run out of fiber, so this is great. And if I bring a new game into the mix, I need to let go another one go. I just can't. My brain. My brain is already a big mess as it is. I don't need it to be an even bigger mess. There's also this game. Hang on, let me get the name up for you. Because if you like cozy games, I feel like you might like this one. The art style is adorable. It's called Little Witch in the Woods. It looks incredible. I have it installed. I've never played it. There's also a game called Traveler's Rest. Yeah. There's one called Wander Stop. And there's this one called Hosey, which is like a cozy decorating game. And it looks incredible. I fell asleep watching someone stream it because it was just so relaxing. But life gets in the way of good gaming time, right? I desperately need to upgrade more of my tools also. There's one thing I am lacking. Yeah, I saw its art style and I was like, oh, it looks so good. I've seen people play it like once or twice. Yeah, I agree. My game time has increased, but I've been off my phone a lot more. Unless it's watching Twitch, because I watch a lot of streamers. I need all this fiber, and then we need to run. If you hear my dogs woofing in the background, I am very sorry. I have the window open because it's kind of warm today, so I do apologize. They bark at every little noise. Yeah, it's the problem, right? You want to stay away from the screen, but all your streamers are there, so... Hello, bucko. We can put our stuff away quickly. Keep our watering can on us. I got another tempered broadsword. Interesting. I don't know if I watered my coffee plant indoors either. I did, okay. Let's go to sleep. Ooh, we made some money. Okay. That's what we needed. We needed some money. I see some people who are like playing their second like year of Stardew, and they have like over 1 mil, and I'm like, oh my god. Dear Khaleesi, I'd like to surprise my husband. Words, Khaleesi, words. I'd like to surprise my husband with a gift. He's a big fan of leeks. Could you bring me one? Of course, Evelyn. I'll bring you a leek. We need all the garlic for our challenge. We're gonna have to go buy some more as well. Because how many did we need? We've only done 57. So we're gonna need a little more garlic. I'm gonna put all these to sell. Right. I don't know why there's a ruby in there, but there is for some reason. And I have no clue what that chest is. It's just a mess. I need to melt more iron. That is what I needed to do. I also need coal. This is not good. I am running out of all my materials. Let us get this honey. No worry, Apple. You lurk all you like. We do have the lurk command if anyone wants to use that. Just to let me know. Yeah, same Millie. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the outdoors, I'm not gonna lie. I like going for walks, but other than that, no. I am happy in my safe home. With my dogs, and my games, and everything. It's my cozy place. Sword, pickaxe. I think that's all we need. Twitch is so much fun. I've flown and met people from Twitch. I'm so glad, Apple. Twitch is a great place. I have, like, honestly, when I First started streaming, I started streaming on and off for a few years, but this year I wanted to make it my goal to stream more, you know, because I do love it and I love playing games, and stream is like one of my only interactions with people. So I love just talking with you all and gaming. It's so much fun. Your English is great, Melly. You're doing great. Thank you, Apple. Please keep yourself cozy. Being cozy is the best. Fall asleep if you must. Just being here and saying hello is enough for me. I very much appreciate it. On our first strawberry harvest, let's go. Okay. I'm going to keep those ones. Sell those ones. Now we're gonna go see our animals because the ducks get grumpy if I don't say hello. Okay. Also the cows. Though you're looking a little chunky. Are you sure you don't need to be milked? Yeah, I need to plant so much more grass because these little guys eat it all. And with an extra chicken to feed, it's gonna be hard work. I'm also gonna have to get another... What am I gonna have to get? Another cow soon. Okay. I am completely the same, Millie. I've always found it easier to interact with people through messaging and stuff. It's because I'm also I'm autistic, so it's just a lot easier for me. The desert festival is now open. Let's go. Let us go and see what this desert festival is about. Oh, I have to water the dog. I also do need to fish. Where is my fishing rod? You're also autistic? Well, hello and welcome in. I hope you can feel safe here. If you ever have any issues at all, please just give me or one of the mods a message. Right, okay everyone. I think we are ready to go. Are we missing anything? I really don't know where I've put my fishing rod and it's kind of stressing me out. There, okay. Another thing, I love meeting like people who are also like you on Twitch. I've met so many people who are like and similar to me, and it's so nice. Do I have to pay? You gonna let everyone else on, but I have to pay? Yeah, of course. I thought so. Pam, I'm not happy with you making me pay. We're at the festival. Let's go. Okay, let's see what is happening in the stores. Harvey's Mallet radio desk. Model planes. And coffee. Okay, you need calico eggs for those. Wallpaper. 500 wood? Oh my god, if I get eggs, yes. Interesting. I know if we go over here, this guy will... Oh my god, his hands are so creepy. For my first ever playthrough, I'm doing a no modded run. And then once I've completed the, like, perfection, I am gonna do, like, my first modded playthrough here on stream. I'm so excited. I have all the mods ready and I'm like... I'm itching to play with mods. They look so good. I'd like to make a special dish. Yes. Ooh, what will you have? I don't know. Rare fruit? Uncomfortably hot sauce. Do you play with mods, Millie? Oh my god, he's cooking. Voila! I call it rumpled fruit skin. Enjoy. Oh god. +3 luck bonus. Let's go. Oh, there's the healing 10. Okay. What? Hey there, Khaleesi. Welcome to the Adventure Guild Challenge booth. Every day we'll have a pair of challenges for you to choose from. Complete one and the guild will reward you with a bounty of calico eggs. Once you've selected a challenge, you won't be able to change your decision, so choose carefully. Feeling the adventure spirit? Good. Here are today's challenges. Collect 15 pieces of iridium ore or reach level 30. Oh lord. I didn't bring bombs. What are your favorite kind of mods to play with? I know some people just like aesthetics and costumes. I think I'm gonna do a bit of both. We're gonna just go for the iridium ore. Welcome to the Skull Cavern Challenge. Calico eggs and mysterious calico statues have appeared throughout the caverns. Your egg rating determines the likelihood of finding calico eggs. Egg rating increases every 5 levels down, as well as whenever you activate a calico statue. But be careful, the calico statues will also invoke various strange and dangerous effects. Okay. Okay. I am very scared. Oh, we found an egg already? Well, we do have +3 on our luck, so... Need iridium, that is what I need. Is this one of those statues? No effect, okay. It gave me +1, nice. How long does this affect? Okay, 5 minutes. I think for when I do my modded run through, I'm gonna have like all the game expansions and like the character expansions. But also like the cute aesthetics as well. I know he's just sleeping. I know he's not actually dead. I don't know how to kill these, you know? I need to go further down. They hurt so bad. Oh my lord. I am so excited though for mods. It's like a whole other world. Hello, Josh. Welcome in. Yes, I do. I am Stardew poor. It is kind of crazy. Speed boost, let's go. I have some cheat mods and better environment and cute characters, but don't have expansions yet. Cheat mods? Tell me more. I know I'm gonna get the ones that like show the villagers on the map and like their likes and dislikes. I need more iridium, and I need it now. I don't know how to kill these, and they're annoying. Oh my god, not one of you. I don't like you. I desperately need Infinity Blade, oh my god. Is it called an Infinity Blade? I don't even know. Hole, let's go. Jump in. 5 levels, let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna eat some mayonnaise. Okay. Also, if I go quiet and I don't interact with chat while I'm in the Skull Cabin, I am so sorry. I am very bad when it comes to multitasking in this place. Where is he? I know he's around here. There he is. I promise I will interact with chat as soon as my life is not in danger. Back you into the corner. You will all die to my mighty sword. Oh god, I hear him. I hear him. Especially these dudes. I hate them so much. Ooh, calico eggs. Don't mind if I do. Did I get more? I did. Although I haven't seen no iridium. Okay, yeah, that's why I call cheat mods, to look up anything and longer days. Thank you so much, Millie. And yeah, those mods I see as more like a... I don't know if I call them cheats. I call them more like game improvements or quality of life kind of mods. Dude. Oh my lord. But yeah, how are you, Josh? Welcome in. I'm glad you like my stream title. We are fighting for our lives here in Stardew, I'm not gonna lie. Mummies have become angry. Oh, great. Oh, damn it, I missed a egg. I don't like mummies. They just never seem to die for me. And I'm not finding any iridium, which is not good. Quality of life. Much better than calling it a cheat. We don't cheat here. We just make our lives slightly easier and more bearable when it comes to gaming. You listen to me, slime. I always end up looking the wrong way. Nope, nope, nope. Oh god, this is not good for me. I might have to leave. Oh god. No, not again. Oh. I lost all my 6 of my eggs. God damn it. God. Yes. Hopefully this will heal us a bit. Oh god. +3 attack. Nice. Okay, let's go. We have to go back in. I should have brought bombs. I don't like you little guys. It's very rude. You keep killing me all the time. Now I'm not even gonna find a single stair. This is unfair. Does this even means 1? Okay. My luck has gone. I'm good. I'm a little tired today. But otherwise good. No effect, thank heavens. Literally. Oh god, we have a hole we can jump in. I'm just jumping straight in. 7 levels, let's go. I am just running through these places. Right? It's like I had to mine every single piece of stone. I need to learn the foods better. So that I can get the right buffs. Because I feel like I'm not getting the buffs. And those skeletons never seem to die. It's getting late. Oh my lord. This is not going well for me. I was doing well, but then I panicked. I am never gonna find enough iridium. I need to bring my bombs tomorrow. Although the last time I used bombs, I blew myself up, so... Who even knows? I think I'm gonna have to just teleport home. Which is so sad. I will come better prepared tomorrow. Ooh, what's this? Willie's challenge. Catch 3 sandfish. I haven't got time, Willie. I have to go back now. How much do you charge? 250? We'll go. I need fiber so I can make more. I feel cheated on that price, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna do better today. Let's check our luck, actually. Fortune teller. Oh, and the spirits are really displeased. Which is bad for us. Very bad for us. I have learned that this game is all about luck. New day, new me. Yeah, that's the motto. I have gold too. We're gonna have to take bombs. It's time. It is time to take bombs. Yep, we got this. Where's our bombs? We are gonna go in guns blazing. I need cake. Oh, we'll take pizza. I feel like you can never have too much food. Ooh, pumpkin soup is kind of good. I'm gonna take the pumpkin soup. What do I even do with this? Do I just drink it and start a tea? Oh wait, do I drink the Star Drop tea? I'm gonna search this just in case I need it for something. Okay. Okay, so I use this when I want to make friends with people. Okay. We have to do our chores first. Then we can go kick some butt. Okay, all the cows needed to be milked today. I need to be careful I don't accidentally put a bomb down in the middle of the field and kill all my animals. Because I think I would cry. Okay. And it would be something I 100% do. Did Frederick grew up? He's no longer a baby. Oh god, they need food. We are gonna have to make money so we can plant more grass for these guys. Right. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Millie. Thank you for not allowing me to become up. Oh my god, Khaleesi words. To become a shriveled up gremlin. We are gonna take a drink. Right, okay. Let's check on the greenhouse and then we'll go to Calico Desert. Although I don't think we have anything to harvest. I'm gonna wait for this one to grow. And then I can harvest all 3 coffee plants at once. Also, everyone make sure you keep yourselves hydrated. Take a drink. Stretch. Okay. I forgot I had my fishing rod on me. Hello, Boo. Okay. We have our bombs. Not sure if it's enough. Okay, the Desert Festival is now open. We will be on our way. Sorry, Boo. We have some important matters. Oh god, he doesn't want me to go. I wish I could take you to the mines and you could be my little battle dog that nothing bad ever happens to. I need to level up foraging. And I keep forgetting. I hate that we have to buy a ticket though. Oh my god, I thought it glitched. I wonder if this lady has any good deals. Is that a chicken race? Okay. Spicy eel for a ruby. Bombs for 5 quartz. I need to get that totem. Oh my god, it is a race. They are off. Oh, the poor snail. Close until noon. Mystery box. Mummy mask. Mega bombs. Okay, okay. You haven't got your bus access yet? Yeah, I got it like, I think 3 streams ago. I haven't completed Skull Cavern though. I'm still figuring that out. Okay. We're gonna do rare fruit with hot sauce. But how are you finding the game so far overall? I know some people get really overwhelmed. I know I did first time I played. What are today's? I'm just gonna try and reach 30. We'll try. Oh lord. Monster straight off the bat. Come on, I have 3 luck. Thank you. And we're just gonna jump straight in the hole. 3 levels. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. We have a ladder. That's all that matters. Oh no. Go away. Well, that was lucky. 10 eggs? Damn. I would ideally like another hole to fall into. I do prefer the holes. They give you a further distance. Oh god, oh god. Do not panic, do not panic. Bomb. Oh god, that did not kill as many as I wanted. We're going down. Oh my lord. I'm gonna try and put that there and try and stay safe. Safe as I can, at least. Oh lord. Overrun. Okay. The slimes on Skull Cavern is so much more difficult. I do see your message, Millie. I will read it in just a moment. I am fighting for my life. A way down has appeared. Exactly. No spirits are gonna affect us. Full refresh? Oh my lord. Those statues are great. Does that mean it fully refreshes that? No. Okay, we can go. We got this. We got this. We are just running. Oh god, I don't like these things. I wanna like just bomb here and hope for the best. Oh, hole. Yes, jump in. Let's go. 3 levels, I'll take it. Oh my god. There's a way down. But I'm gonna be greedy and grab this calico egg. Oh god, I'm running. Oh my god, there's a dinosaur! Not today, Satan. Thank you! Thank you, Millie! About 5 levels, okay. We're again gonna bomb this. The bombs, it's the bombs. Hail the bombs. Oh, I used the wrong bomb. Oh god. There's iridium. I used my only mega bomb. This is not good. Oh god, I hear him, I hear him, I hear him. Jump in. 6 levels, let's go. I am running for my life through these. I know, I am like trying to run through these. Come on, we got this. We have got this. We can do it. I'm just gonna put a bomb down. I kind of want to collect all that, but I have to go. Okay, we did our challenge. Nice. Okay. But I want to kind of see if I can get a bit further. he has iridium, so I'm gonna kill him quickly. Let's see how far we can get. Full refresh. Oh my god. This is kind of absurd. I'm not complaining. Oh lord. Not these. No, out the way, out the way, out the way, out the way. Slime, out the way. I want to put you down there. Okay. That was a waste of a bomb. Holy. I'm just gonna go. I'm going. I'm going. I'm gone. I'm gone. Oh my lord. Oh, not you. I hate the ghosts. I'm bombing it. Oh, skeletons are after me? That's not good. Oh lord, they really are. Okay. Hey. Oh, I'm going. 7 levels. Oh god. I'm eating my pumpkin soup. For anyone watching, ads are about to start. Oh lord. I'm going, I'm going. Oh my lord. So please take this time just to stretch, hydrate. Oh my lord. Oh god, there was no... Oh my lord. I died. I lost 24 calico eggs, that's insane. That is stupid numbers, man. Now I'm mad. Oh my god, did you see that snail? He is like vibing. 500. I can't get that many. 500. I have been looking for a prismatic shard for it feels like forever. Energy tonic. Frozen geode. I don't want any of that stuff. Free cactus. Is Haley passed out? I know, Millie. Did you see that? I died. What the heck is that? That is creepy. But I love it. Oh my lord. I don't think I want to go back down there. But I've got luck. Oh my lord. I'm gonna do it, aren't I? I'm gonna do it. Rare fruit. There is a flamingo, yes. But there was also a snail. I am not lying. There was a snail. Okay, this is like technically 5 luck, so... We can do this, right? We got this. No, 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 nope, 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 nope. No, thank you. Please enjoy your stay. Nope. You're on ads? I can take a break. We will wait. Relax ourselves a little bit. Not get too excited. Oh lord. This guy, this cactus guy, he funny looking. I'm going to the just chatting screen for a little bit. But I feel like our Skull Cavern run is going well. For the most part, anyway. We're not doing too bad. Which, you know. I just need a ton of bombs and a ton of stairs, and I think I'll be able to do it. Maybe that can be our goal tomorrow. So if you want to see that, we can give it a go. Also, I cannot read our follow a goal thing for the life of me. I'm just gonna make it kind of bigger. There we go. We're on... What number is that? 169. Okay. Okay. So close to getting our stream. Our 10-hour stream. Which I have a schedule somewhat already planned out. And I'm very excited, but I'm also very nervous. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be mostly cozy games on the 10-hour stream. Okay. A lot of Stardew, that is for sure. Hello everyone, back from ads. Orb, I think you should play Stardew Valley and you should speedrun it for me. I'm just saying. I think you need a break from all these Resident Evil games. Okay, if we're all back, I'll go straight into game. It's too slow because you need to do the speed run. Yes, Josh, we did. Orb is currently playing all the Resident Evil games and he's speed running them all. Yeah. But if you speed run Stardew, it's not that slow. Resident Evil 4 remake today. Is that with Shirtless Leon? Because Shirtless Leon is a complete and total vibe. Right, are we all back? We're gonna go back into the game. Shirtless Leon is like the greatest Leon. It is a crime to put a shirt on that man. I am just saying. Nope. Not today, Satan. We are strong. Listen, Shirtless Leon should be an everything mod. People should not discriminate against Shirtless Leon. Oh, we have a ladder right there. You see, for subscribers now on the Discord, you can like request me to play games. So, you know. I know Elden Ring is one on there. And I'll play it like live on Discord rather than stream. But if it's a game I want to put on stream, then I will. Just for those of you who didn't see the Discord update. More monsters? I don't want more monsters. Oh. How are you not dead? It's getting late. I know, I know. I wish I could survive the explosive ammo. I take so much damage when I shoot myself with it. It's ridiculous. Oh lord, it's baby slimes. Baby slimes. Nope. Nope. We need to get out of here. That is for sure. I am not dying to slimes. Not today. I need to go. Oh, this is so sad. Every time I make progress, like get deeper in the mines. Oh my god, look how close I was to death too. No one told me. Oh my god. Harvey, I died twice. Oh, we got some Resident Evil talk. I have to drive myself? Pam, that's rude. I made you drive me anyway. Our wine is done. Oh god, but I have to... This is not fair. I had to sell my wine. I think we have one more day of this festival. But for anyone watching, we do have a Discord. So if you'd like to come into the Discord, we are a small community over there. But we talk about whatever. Anything and everything. We have channels for cozy games and horror games and whatever else there is. So if that interests you, please do join us. We will love having you. Right. I need to put iridium to smelt. And we'll put some iron in. Are there games you need to play? Where are my bombs? Okay, iron. I don't have iron ore. Well, I do, but... Oh, God. I can only make 5 bombs. Like, where should we put our cactus dude? Where is he? Here he is. He's kind of creepy looking. I'm not gonna lie. I do need to read the secret note. X marks the spot. Do I have to take my hoe for that? I have a feeling I might have to take my hoe for that. We have to water the dog too. Oh my lord. See what our little guys have up over here for us. Do you have any milk? So you do have games to play. No, don't drink the milk. Our cows are doing great. And the cheese is so good. Okay, pet the chickens. I should have called one of our chickens Lava Chicken. That would have been so good. You haven't bought them? Oh my lord. Are you even a fan? Right, I need you to go out of the way of the chest. Thank you. I'm gonna take 3 cheese. What are our vibes for cheese? I will not eat cheese unless it's melted. I could never eat just a hunk of cheese. So it's only melted cheese for me. But I know some people will eat it in sandwich and You did. So did I. And again, sorry if you hear my dogs woofing. Where's 5 beans? Damn. We'll be making all the coffee again. Sorry for my dogs. The Desert Festival is now open. Beautiful. I'm gonna put the rest starfruit in. And I do need to get more kegs going. Right, okay. I need to water our dog. Wherever he's gone. There he is. Do not blame me for the dogs. I take no responsibility. It's desert time again. Let's get some luck. We have to spend our eggs as well. We want rare fruit and we want hot sauce. Sounds like a beautiful combination, does it not? I need to sell or buy stuff. Do you not sell just regular bombs? I need regular bombs. Do I collect rewards from you? Or are you? Okay. Collect 12 Omni Geodes. Reach level 30. We'll reach level 30 again. Or try to anyway. Let's go. Okay, I didn't check if... Oh god, there's so many! Why? Why? Why are there so many? What the heck? Why? Eat the cheese, god damn! Oh my lord. That was insane. That was just the first floor. Love that. Oh god, I'm blowing myself up. What the heck? No effect. Okay, plus 1 egg. Let's go. I feel like finding a hole in the skull caverns is like the greatest thing ever. Not again. Oh my lord. Eat the cheese. Yes. I'm not getting as lucky today. What the heck? Oh, not another one. More bats. I hate bats. They're so annoying. Hopefully those things don't count as bats, because they be creepy. Oh god. I hate these goddamn things. Get back here. Oh my god, we found the scroll that we need. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Yes. That was close. That was very close. Oh my lord. Why are there so many? I think they count as bats. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we're getting lucky today. Holy. We're so unlucky. Oh my god, there's so many. That's our last bomb. Oh. Oh, only 3. I am now out of bombs. I'm also out of cheese. Oh god, no, 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 no. We are leaving. Look at us, oh my lord. I am not built for the mines. That is for sure. Wait, what have we got? What was our challenge? Okay. What was it? Willie's challenge. Find and return Willie's golden bobber. What the heck is... We have to find Willie's golden bobber, apparently. I don't know where it would be. Why am I so bad at fishing today? Right. Does anyone know where we could find the golden bobber? Okay, what do you have? Wait, is it what? That's a rip-off. I thought it was like that amount for one egg. It's truly a rip-off. Do you accept? No, you don't. This is truly just not a great time. Rhubarb pie. I think I'm just gonna spend my calico eggs here. Like, desert fireplace, okay. Calico statue, why not? Desert rug. Oh, I should have got woodcutters weekly. And then I'll just buy a bomb, I guess. We'll try fishing here. Why not? And I keep missing, of course. The flamingo looks like he's dancing. It's kind of funny. Also, everyone in chat, please remember to stay hydrated. Okay, I'm just getting trash from here. That's just not fun. I'm just storming out of this place, honestly. Oh my god, what is that? A fish owl? I'm going back home. Is it a parrot with a hat on? Who even knows? Hi, Bucko. We have missed you dearly. Oh, coffee's done. Nice. We can put our fishing rod away. We can sell that. We can donate that tomorrow. My dog is snoring and it's the cutest thing. Gold. Let's go. I didn't get any silver from that. I will just have to melt copper. And we're gonna have to go to the mines. That is the only way. I keep getting secret notes, and I don't know. Let's read them. I found some good things by looking in the garbage cans on lucky days. Sometimes you'll find the dish of the day behind the saloon, usually fresh. For dessert, I'll check the Muller's can for cookies. For treasures, check the cans by the blacksmith and museum. Interesting. I think that is Linus's note. Now we're gonna have to save up for more bombs. I think I'm just gonna put the home decor here. Wait, no, that's my monster chest. This can be my home decor chest. That's stuff I found. Okay. I'm gonna put this stuff away. Although if it's a good luck day, we are going mining. So I should probably take some stuff with me. But I do want to donate that so we can start talking to the dwarf. I think I'm gonna sell some stuff. Wait, no, I can just make that into mayonnaise, it's fine. Okay. My health is like screaming at me. It's screaming. And we sleep. Oh my god, we made so much money from the starfruit wine. What the heck? Okay. Hello. Oh, it's Pam's birthday. And it's Shane's birthday on the 20th. Oh my lord. Fortune teller. Okay, they're sad. They're sad today. Which means our time in the mines is not going to be happy. More wild honey. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade. What can I upgrade? Can you upgrade multiple tools at once? I'm gonna have to do my hoe, I think. Because it's still not sufficient. And we're gonna have to do some organization of the chests again because they're out of control. And we have some more strawberries. Which we can now put in their kegs. keep trying to put the eggs in the wrong machine. Sometimes they look ready to milk and sometimes they don't. Welcome back, Millie. I hope you're doing well. We are just running around like little headless chickens. We need to upgrade our hoe. But we have so many eggs, which is good. Oh, I missed an egg. I think. I hope. I think that's an egg. Yes, it is. Okay. Katrina with the random fact. Leftover pasta has extra health benefit. That's because it contains more resistant starch than fresh pasta, thanks to the effect of cooking and cooling on the pasta's starch structure. Don't you just love random facts? Especially ones about food. There we go, people. Leftover pasta is better than fresh pasta. I hope your brother's well. I hope you're FaceTiming well also. Right? The more you know. Interesting, weird, random facts. You gotta love them. Right, let's go and buy more garlic. I never FaceTime you now. Why would I FaceTime you? Right? A great excuse to eat even more pasta. Complete vibe. Oh yes, it's Pam's birthday today. Does one even need an excuse to eat more pasta? I'm gonna get garlic. I think we needed like 50 more. So we're just gonna get 50 more. And I can't remember for the life of me what saplings I already have. I guess I can buy the dehydrated now. Let's go. I do love a good random fact. Oh, that was your cousin. You don't have siblings. You're the only child. I feel that. It must be nice to be close with your family members. 1,000 pieces of stone in a week. A dozen leeks? Oh my lord, how am I gonna get a dozen leeks? I'll try my best. Oh god, that just went. Oh, here we go. My brother is into giving us very strange facts. So Orb says, did you know even though it is theoretically possible to travel to different galaxies through wormholes, that the density would be so extreme that it would be unlikely to survive the trip? That is a very interesting fact. If you hear my dog snoring, I'm so sorry. Let's donate, and we have this scroll now. Collect Dwarvish translation guide. Okay. Can we speak Dwarvish now? That was so good. So good. Let's upgrade our hoe also. Then upgrade. Oh my god, the iridium pickaxe is so much.
Random facts are so good, especially when it's about animals. We can buy the star drop now. Yes, let's go. Oh my god, horsey. I wish you could customize the horses a bit more. Stay right here under this tree. Krobus, you beautiful shadow man. I want a void egg, but yes. Another star drop in our hands. Let's go. The taste reminds you of naps. We do love a good nap. He's like, what the heck just happened? Did you know that the Tyrannosaurus Rex is closer in age to the cell phone than the Stegosaurus? Interested. Oh, Shane. Our man. Khaleesi. Yes, it's me. I'm sorry. Oh, my life is a pathetic joke. Look at me. Why do I even try? I'm too small and stupid to take control of my life. I'm just a piece of soiled garbage flittering in the wind. Oh. I've been coming here often lately, looking down. Here's a chance to finally take control of my life. These cliffs. But I'm too scared, too anxious, just like always. Oh, Shane. Khaleesi, all I do is work, sleep, and drink. To dull the feelings of self-hatred. Why should I go on? Tell me why I shouldn't roll off this cliff right now. Because there's so much to live for. Jazz needs you. It would be a sin. The decision is your own. Just know that I'm here for you. Which one should we go for, man? This is hard. Because I feel like if someone said there's so much to live for to me, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But if someone was there for me... Jazz needs you is just putting more pressure. Do not go for the fourth? But then that's just... Those two are just pressure, I feel like. And then it would be a sin as like judgment. Oh my lord. Why? Do you know something? Will this kill him? Surely not. This is meant to be a cozy game. Shane is pulling at my heartstrings, man. I don't know which one's the right decision. I'm going for the first one. You're not going to understand. Just go away. Wait. Khaleesi. I think you should take me to the hospital now. Yeah, okay, we'll take you to the hospital. Meh. It's good that you brought him in, though. Too much alcohol is terrible for the body, but right now I'm most worried about his mental health. When he comes to, I'll have a chat with him about his treatment options. I know an excellent counselor in Zuzu City. I want to go to Zuzu City. Life can be painful sometimes, but there's always hope for a better future. You've got to believe in that. Shame. I need to figure out how to go ask him to be our, you know, love. Is it like, it's not the pendant, right? The mermaid one, because that's from marriage. If I'm not mistaken. many berries to collect. Katrina, no, share an animal fact. I love a good animal fact. All the facts in the chat are like very needed. We'll blame Shane for ruining our vibe. We do. We desperately want to know. Tell us the fact. We're just collecting berries. Just hitting these with my sword. Because I think I get an extra bonus when it comes to berries. The most metal animal in the world? Oh god. I don't know. I feel like people would go for things like snakes or spiders or something. But a hippo seems like an absolute beast. It is an absolute beast of an animal. They are deadly little things. Oh, I'm so glad. That we have eggs. A honey badger? Yeah, they are vicious also. The scale-foot snail? Oh my lord! Yes to the snails! What is a scale-foot snail? I need to search that up. I have never heard of that. But I love the sound of it. I love that emote, Millie. That is so funny. But also so cute. I would have legitimately guessed a bullet ant though. They grow volcanic vents underground where there are rich iron deposits, and the snail has evolved to absorb that iron and incorporate it into its body. Oh my lord, so it's literally metal. That's so cool. That is insane. Thank you for sharing that wonderful fact. You learn something new every day. I do love a good fact, I'm not gonna lie. CJ coming in with the raid of 19 people. Hello, hello. How did Overwatch go? I hope it treated you well. We are here playing some Stardew Valley. Welcome in raiders also. My name is Khaleesi. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. Currently, my community has been voting for Stardew because we're all obsessed. But welcome, welcome. If you need to raid and run, I completely understand. Please take care of yourself. Emote is from a streamer named Joylyn. She's one. Ooh, I'll have to check her out. I do love a good cozy streamer. I need my scythe also. I know I can shut those when I'm on my horse. 134 berries, that's insane. Oh my lord, horse, thank you. Right, let us sell that. We needed the leeks, right? I think. Was it leeks or spring onions? Games were good and Overwatch was good. How are you? I am doing well. I'm tired, but I am loving Stardew. We also learned a new fact. Would you like to hear the new fact that Katrina shared with us? It is very fascinating, if I do say so myself. God damn it, I gave my hoe to Clint. I hope I have enough space for... I'm always intrigued by a good fact, I'm not gonna lie. Also, electric battery packs are what we need, so it's good. Okay, we had just about enough space. Let us look. Let's go into the journal. Gifts for George. Leeks. I need leeks. Oh my god. I don't need spring onions. Although spring onions I do kind of need also. Our trash. The brain is the only organ that's named itself. What the heck? What does that mean? The brain named itself? Oh, technically, okay, I get it. The brain named itself. I get it. I think. I think I get it, at least. It took my brain like a few minutes to just figure out what was being said there. But yeah, the fact, CJ, that we learned today is that the... Where is it? The scalefoot snail is the most metal creature ever. Because it grows volcanic vents underground where there are rich iron deposits. And the snail has evolved to absorb the iron. So it technically has bones of iron, which is insane. Who needed a spring onion? I'm sure someone needed a spring onion. Oh yeah, no, she needs leeks, not spring onions. Do I? Yes, I do have a leek. Okay, I'm not completely crazy. Brain, go boom. I also need to... There's so much I need to do. So much I need to do. Yep, spice steer. Everyone's steering around. And we need oars. Okay, they're in good humor today, which means... Oh, Shane. Hey. Oh god, he's looking away. Oh man, how do I say this? I'm really sorry about what happened at the cliffs. That was embarrassing. Okay, was it I'm glad I was there to help, or I'm just happy you're still here? Oh my lord. They grow near volcanic vents. Okay. Okay. We correct our prior fact statement to reword it with they grow near. Wow, it was that serious, huh? I can hardly remember. I've decided I want to see a therapist. Harvey got me in touch with a colleague of his. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for taking care of me, and I want you to know that I'm going to take things a little more seriously from now on. I don't want to be a burden on anyone. Shane! I feel like he is a cutie patootie, honestly. Did we make any money last night? Like, I didn't check, to be honest. That is very bad of me. That is so bad of me. We need to give this leak to Evelyn, though. That I know for sure. And we have battery packs. Beautiful. And we need to catch up on egg mayonnaise making. Okay. And we have milk here. Did you not collect any? What the heck, dude? What on God's green earth? We will put those back in there. Say hello to the chickens and the duck and the dinosaur and whoever else is around. Where's the dinosaur? There he is. Also, I might have gotten stuff wrong about this now, so I recommend a VOD by Lindsay Nicole called Animals That Are Metal as Fuck. I will definitely put that on my list of things to go and listen to. Thank you, Katrina. I do know facts. That is fine. Orb, you go listen to your soundtrack. Right, we need some more hay. How was everyone's stream also with CJ? Was he nice? Did he play good? I hope he played good. I'm sure he did. Tulip honey. Let's go. Also need my watering can. And we need our coffee, because we cannot survive without coffee. Right. Oh, they're all going. They're going. Okay. Okay, we need to go into the mines today. That was our one major thing. So we're gonna do that. Oh, where's my leek? Did I put it away? I did, I think. Somewhere there. It's also Shane's birthday tomorrow, so we need to figure out what he loves. Hi, Pam. Oh, thank you, dear. The leek looks delicious. George will be so happy. Okay, right. You need to get out of the way of the stove. Lady. Okay, whatever. I need to collect how many leeks? Okay, we're almost good with garlic. We need more leeks. Okay, let's quickly check what Shane likes. He likes pizza, right? And pepper poppers. I wonder if we can make him pepper poppers for his birthday. We will see, but we do have to go to the mines first. And we should probably check on the tree farm. I always forget about the tree farm. I still have no clue what the train does or what it's for. I'm gonna take all the fiber because I need all the fiber. Oh my lord. For anyone watching, ads are about to start, so please take this time to just grab a drink and stretch. I will probably also take a stretch break. All that fiber, let's go. We can give Linus that. He will like that, I hope. Thanks. That's a good find. Oh my god, Khaleesi, words. That's a good find. I'm always happy when eating wild food. You're very welcome, Linus. We will eventually get to mining. I just want to check on the quarry, which always has some good ore. I can't believe we're running out of ores. I was about to say I forgot my hoe, but goddamn, I did not forget my hoe. Lynn has my hoe. Right. Now we go to the mines. To the mines we go to slay a foe. Oh god, there we go. You stay right there, buddy. I think I'm gonna go down probably to 100, maybe? See if we get anything good. Oh my lord, I'm so bad at fighting. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Nope. Yes, drink the mayonnaise. Drink the mayonnaise. Oh my god. These are the easy mines too. How am I almost dying? Goddamn slime. They should not be that strong. God damn. Bottoms up. Let's go. Oh my god, am I full? I am. I'll get rid of a mushroom, it's fine. And I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna leave the mine. Hydrate you, gremlin. Thank you so much, Pika. Welcome in. And posture check. Thanks for not allowing me to become a shriveled up gremlin. How are you, Pika? I hope you're doing well. Head pats. Happy flaps. Thank you. You have 8 happy flaps now. Oh my. I hydrated. I stretched. You just woke up, Pika. Oh my lord. Did you have a good sleep? Let's get some iron. I have so much junk in my inventory. It's crazy. What I really need is iron. Wait, why can't I open it? I'm gonna get rid of the seeds. Wait, what the heck is that? A genie boot? Plus 1 defense, plus 6 immunity? A bridal veil? What the heck? Okay. I'm gonna get rid of sap. For the Omni Geode, to be honest. Wait, where did it go? Okay, interesting. You opened your eyes to check the time. Yeah. It was my stream. Well, no, you must have needed sleep, Pika. I hope it was a good sleep, at least. We're gonna get rid of the winter root. Now, we still have about half an hour. 30 minutes left to go. You are all good. We are just here mining away. Yeah, we have not caught any red mullets. You are fine. No red mullets today. I need that iridium bar. Oh, it's refined quartz. Now I'm just sad. We can leave the fish to flop around. I haven't been fishing much recently. I've been needing to mine. Because I gotta get to level 100 in the mines. No, I didn't get blessed today. A mystery box? God damn. Maybe get rid of these. That's fine. Okay, Pika, today you have a half-calf double chocolate chip frappuccino with triple shot. Sounds delicious. And you have redeemed a total of 10 coffees. But remember not to drink your coffee all at once because Khaleesi does not share anymore. That's all you get. That's your lot. Come back, you gremlin. Thank you very much. I'm the only gremlin in these parts of town. Thank you very much. I need a red mullet redeemed, don't I? It's okay. Redeemed 10 coffee but got 20 from stealing one. Oh my god, you steal coffee. I knew someone was stealing coffee from me. I could tell because, you know. Today, Apple, you have a half-calf Java chip frappuccino with whip. And it sounds delicious. You have a total of 1 coffee. Apple, please remember to drink your coffee carefully because I get very protective over sharing more. Everyone would most likely take 1 from me. That is true. That is so true. We are also so close to reaching our 200 follower goal. When we hit 200 followers, I will be doing a 10-hour stream. I have a schedule all planned out and ready for the most part. Once our little star on the left side of the screen, I do believe, fills up, then yeah, we will have reached 200 followers, which is so exciting. Thank you all and everyone for following and watching. It means a lot, so thank you. You'll cherish every sip. See, Apple doesn't talk about stealing my coffee, so she gets more coffee just for being so nice. We are slowly getting there. It's so exciting. When I end stream, I just stand and I'm so happy. Oh god, it's late. Well, we got some ores. We'll leave for now. Let's go, bucko. The horse changes the entire game, I'm not gonna lie. It's okay, join the dark side. We usually take additional cups from the sea. Oh my lord. Pika! Do not turn Apple into the dark side. No stealing my coffee. Okay. Requires 5 ores, okay. We don't have enough. But I've almost got enough leeks for Evelyn, right? Crop order. Almost got that. 5 out of 12, okay. Look, my coffee's ready also. Winning. Maple syrup goes in here. Monster things go in here. I can sell the rest, it's fine. But the dark side bring happiness and coffee. I am watching you, Pika. Okay. We'll put you back in your pen. Oh no. Apple, stay away from the dark side. Okay, we made some money. Not a lot. We're waiting for a star fruit. That is what we need. Your steel hoe is ready. Damn right my steel hoe is ready. I need to water that plant as well. Oh my lord. Oh, it's Shane's birthday. We didn't make his Pepper Popper things. My lord, let me check what we need. Collections, meals. I think, yeah. Hot pepper and cheese. I think I have those. Wait. Where's my hot pepper? I have one. You are a wonderful friend, Pika. And we have cheese. Okay, okay. Do you need to be milked? You do. See, I never know. Sometimes they look like they need to be milked. And sometimes they don't. I'm trying to milk the wheat thing. What the heck? Are you okay, Khaleesi? Are you okay? No. We are not okay. Oh no, I didn't water my dog. Thank you for reminding me. Puli was here reminding me at one point. Then he stopped. These dinosaur eggs are huge. I'm just saying. They are ginormous. We will go and water the dog right now. A dino army? That would be so cute. I should collect the eggs to make a dino army, shouldn't I? That would be the dream. Okay, we can sell these. I'm making a chicken empire, so... How does one make food in this game? Pepper Poppers! There we go, we can give those to Shane. I think he's gonna love them. Dog has been watered. Okay. I keep forgetting to water those. I need to just get some sprinklers there. Thank you for the head pats, Pika. How cool would a dinosaur army be, though? It would be so cool. Stomp on enemies. We need to mine again, oh my lord. Sprinkler. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. Oh god, I keep getting stuck on the damn tree. No, I'm gonna need more. Yeah, he stays a little babby forever. Which I don't mind. But also, like, I want a big dinosaur. Imagining a horse, but it's actually a dinosaur. Now that... Concerned Ape, hit me up for some ideas, man. You have a wizard, so why not a dinosaur? Oh, we need to go to Joja. That's why I'm so excited to play modded. I swear you can get some dragons or something. Where's Shane? Is he working today? No, he's not. Here's you, Morris. I need to find Shane. Oh, hello, Lewis. Yes. God, I need to put it so you all can add... Hang on. You can all add quotes to your the stream. I think you can, but I'm not 100% sure. Yes, subscribers and VIP should be able. If you want to add a quote, it's quote add or AC. And then you just put the quote that you want. But that is completely something I would say, no joke. Hello Sebastian, I love you. Although I'm marrying Shane, I do love you. See, Sebastian is my love, and I've married him most times in my playthrough. Or if I play, I usually go for Sebastian, so... Oh, is it my birthday? I was hoping I'd forget. This is actually really nice, so thank you. Can totally imagine Lucia asserting dominance in the city, riding a dino. Mm-hmm. You bet ya. Did we... Oh my god, we can ask him to love us. How do we ask Shane to love us? Does anyone know? Oh no, no. Okay. We need to buy a bouquet. We should give him a bouquet on his birthday. Okay. Important thing, Shane, you stay right there. Do not go anywhere. I am gonna give you the biggest and bestest bouquet you have ever seen in your entire life. You are gonna cry when you hold it. Just saying. Here, I have an important request. Where is your bouquet, my guy? We are about to ask Shane to be our love. Now, you all voted for Shane in the beginning, when we first started the playthrough of Stardew, so you better all appreciate this moment for what it is. We have fed his alcohol addiction for so long, and now it is time. You want to get more serious? I feel the same way, Shane. Shane. I wasn't really expecting this after all I put you through. He's looking lovingly into my eyes with my beautiful hat. Oh, and now he's gone. He's like, okay, well, you crazy. Goodbye. So we can marry him soon. Oh my lord. He's our boyfriend. Everyone. Shane loves us. It's official. So we need to marry him next, but it needs to be raining. I'm like kind of sad here, like, you know, you see on TV where the girls like twist their hair and they're like, oh my god. That is me. Right? Oh my god. We can speak to the dwarf now, right? He can give us things. Mr. Dwarf, hello. It's dangerous in the mines. Why don't you buy a few things from the shop to ensure your safety? Okay, ooh. We have I need this. Bombs deal 25% less damage. I need that. Oh, we can buy bombs straight from him. So when we get rich, I'm just gonna come and buy like 50,000 worth of bombs from him. Minus treat. Oh, he has a rare grow. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Mr. Dwarf. You are magnificent. I'm just gonna put that out there. Oh my god. Guys. Shane's our boyfriend now. He loves us. But I think we need to upgrade our house so that he can move in. And for that, I'm not sure what we need. Let's test out our new hoe. Pow. Gunthy can tell us about it. Let's go. We are just here. We are vibing. We having a good old time. There is another leak. I need to find more leaks actually. Another book. Let's go. Yeah, we've had no red mullets and it's been very peaceful. But we need to get some leeks, so... we will go to the leeks. Do 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 do. Watch me not find any leaks now, and then I'm gonna cry. Oh my lord. Echo. Oh, but there's so many spring onions. Pika, do not hold me at gunpoint. I will set the pigeons on you. Also, we have a new pigeon emote. No one noticed. But yes, we have a new pigeon emote. They are fabulous, I will say that. Look at them. They're just stacked. Hello, Kay. Welcome in. How are you? Did you carry CJ on Overwatch? I bet you did. But I hope you're having a good day. I'm good. I'm a little tired, but I'm always tired. You only played 3 games. Is that why he played so bad? I'm joking. Your eyes are still half closed, Pika. The pigeons are an important part of this community. For anyone that doesn't know, I love pigeons. I think they're cute. He had other friends playing, so he was all good. When I was watching him, he needed a pocket mercy. That's all I remember. Then I fell asleep. Stardew's going good. It's treating me well. I've gotten to my year 2, which is the furthest I've ever been in this game, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm kind of obsessed with slow-paced games at the moment. I love Overwatch, but sometimes I just need to turn my brain off. And everyone over on Discord has been asking for Stardew, so I can't say no. Okay, eggs. Yeah, it's kind of like hard, I suppose, to get into, but you might like the modded version. Modded has a lot going for it. I will be playing modded once I've finished my just normal playthrough, which I'm so excited for. What was I doing? My brain has gone as always. It's always gone somewhere. Aaron, hello, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope your weekend is treating you well also. I need to upgrade my watering can. That is one thing I need to do. Oh no, I picked it. I shouldn't have picked it. I'm so bad. Why would I pick the flower? Now I'm mad at myself. You're addicted to Stardew? Oh my god, same. It is a problem. All I want to do is play Stardew. Right, there we go. But I need money. But my star fruit is taking forever to grow. The bookseller's in town. Let's go. Are you a Stardew veteran? Oh my god, you're on year 19? 420 hours, that's insane. That is incredible though. That's so good. What's your favorite part of the game? I'm gonna class you as a veteran. It seems you're starting to get close with some of the townspeople. If you want to serve someone that you're romantically interested, you've got to give them one of my beautiful flower bouquets. Yep, you're way behind, dude. Khaleesi, I found this recipe in a magazine and I thought it sounded interesting. Feel free to give me a taste if you make it. Strange bun. Okay, oh god. Pia here, I really want a plate of sashimi. I don't want to make you sashimi. You're on one farm, farming or fishing. I've seen a lot of people put so much hate on the fishing. I don't understand it. I love it. I didn't like it at first, but when you like get into it, it's fine. Have you like 100% perfected the game? Now let us see how to make a strange bun. Where is the strange bun? There. Wheat, flour, periwinkle, and void mayonnaise. I need to get a void chicken. Oh my lord. Yeah, it does. I'm now level 10 fishing. And it's so much easier. Ooh, you've perfected it. I am struggling with the what do you call it? What's the game? The cowboy game. I don't like it at all. It is gonna be the bane of my existence, I am telling you. Yeah, it's so annoying. I really don't like it. I hate that I have to do it for perfection. It's gonna be like a stream. I'm just gonna be playing it all day, probably. Because I just don't like it at all. I just need all the luck foods. Yeah, Prairie King. That is the one. It is like, oh god, I'm so bad at it. You can't do that game? I just... Honestly, without dying as well, it's insane. I just can't. It's like rage-inducing. I sit there like shouting to myself because I'm like, this is meant to be a cozy game. It's not making me feel cozy with those games. Do not eat the orange, please. Thank you. Honestly, sometimes it's very stressful. I agree. I don't think my... Did I go? Yes, I did, because I have coffee beans. I also say everything under the sun. I try not to, because I'm, like, when I'm streaming, but god damn, that game infuriates me. So much. It is crazy. And then when I'm in the skull cavern, like, I haven't even gotten past level 30. I keep dying. Wait, what is my level on it? 48, that's the furthest I've been. And I keep blowing myself up. With bombs. It is just... It's not a great time. It is a Sunday, so I'm gonna check. I just need, like... What is it? I need 2 more apples. I have 1 apple, and I just need a fried egg. That is it. This lady's holding out on me. Shrimp cocktail. Yep, see, no, nothing I need. And I should have brought my axe, because I need to keep collecting the hardwood for the mouse. Not the mouse, the raccoon. That little devil. I just need leeks. That is all I need. I'm running around like a headless chicken, trying to find leeks. I am getting lucky with spring onions though. Which I'm not going to complain about. I'm gonna go back and get my axe actually. Just so I can collect the hardwood. I don't know why I always forget my axe, but I do. I'm gonna sell that, and that. Then we're gonna go and deliver these leeks to Evelyn before I accidentally sell them, because I always do something I shouldn't do. Like at the beginning I did have the 3 apples, but I accidentally ate 2 of them. I don't know how I accidentally ate 2 of them, but I did. And it was very sad. Okay, you should make all of these places horse friendly. I'm just saying. How many do I have left to give? That is the true question. I don't want to bring him any sashimi. Okay. I have money. Let's see. Let's see what the bookshop has. Oh my god. That is so much fiber and I need it. I need to start carrying all my tools around with me. It's my biggest flaw. I always just put all my tools away just in case I have a full bag or something. Okay, sir. What do you have? Buy books. 10,000. Oh my lord. Force the book. Oh, slither bags. What the heck? I can see the value of my items. Foraging experience. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't really need any of those at this moment. So I'm gonna run with my money. Oh my god, that's not horse friendly either. At this point, I'm foraging everything because I don't know how far I need to go for the foraging now. That and combat are my last two that I need. I also need hardwood. So I'm growing these anyway, so I'm just gonna cut them down. I swear there's a tree that gives you hardwood, right? Or am I just crazy? I think I'm crazy. To the secret forest we go. That goat looks really chunky and ready to milk, but he's not, apparently. This is why I say I never know if they're ready or not. And of course, I have forgotten my sword. Hardwood is honestly the bane of my existence. I need to get better at, like, doing this every time. Instead of just leaving it. Dude, leave me alone. You are not a nice slime. Leave my horse alone also. I need to save for a house upgrade again. I might have to start selling my mayonnaise. Oh lord. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh god, our cheeses are done too. Do I have more milk? Yes, I do. And eggs. Okay. I need to make more mayonnaise machines. I am falling behind. We can go and cut down some of these trees. Oh god, our horse can't go down there. Okay. It's fine. I didn't want him to go down there anyway. These little trees do my absolute nutting. Why are you here? Go away. We need to reveal Grandpa's shrine. It has been covered for too long. Waiting for your turn, Grandpa. Don't you worry. And once again, I do not have a pickaxe on me. I've pretty much almost got the entire island now ready for decorating, which is fun. I did play 2 days off stream just cutting down the trees and stones and stuff because it's not very entertaining to watch someone do this, is it? I don't know. Because it was happening a lot. So I took it upon myself to just bonk the trees. They needed to go. And I think these are like the last few. I have a few down the bottom on the sides that need to go, but they're not hurting anyone, so they can stay there for now. But we can start using this island now. I have plans. I have very many plans. Okay. We will melt our copper because we have nothing else to melt. I am all poor right now. It is 100% a problem. Let us go to sleep and see how much we made from what we did. Okay, we made a bit of money. Not a super big amount, but we made some. And that's all that matters. Because we need money so desperately. Yeah, guys, we have reached the 3-hour mark of our stream, so we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you to everyone who has joined me today. I've had a lot of fun. We are almost at our follower goal. We're on 169 followers of 200. When we reach that 200 follower goal, we are going to be doing a 10-hour stream, which I am very excited for. I'm gonna look for someone for us to raid. Okay. You are welcome, Apple. Thank you for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow for some more Stardew Valley. Okay. I'm looking for someone to stream. Stream? I am looking for someone to raid. Khaleesi, Brain, hello. Okay. Let us go for Granny Wiz. Hello. Let's see. Good, clean, fun, pet collector, girl gamer, English. Okay, okay. We're gonna go and raid Granny Wiz because she sounds like a delight. How does that sound? I'm gonna put the raid message up. So please feel free to copy and paste this as we enter the chat. Okay. Okay, here we go. Again, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for more Stardew Valley. Bye!